So we seem to be getting our first villain right now in Fire Brigade, which, to be fair, he looks kind of like the fire person and the guy that we're dealing with. Let's be honest, they look like fucking League of Legends characters, to be fair. We're seeing this, I'm saying, like, the guy from fucking, like, the fire guy that we're dealing with, he looks like Brand, for a start, the fucking fire demon guy. And the guy that seems to be, like, controlling the flames and shit from this chapter, he just looks like Twisted Fate. He just looks like that fucking magician throwing cards and shit, just going throughout his whole thing. It's like, I mean, let's be honest, that's kind of an interesting power if you're going to be fucking throwing fire instead of little wee little cards and shit, but, hey, I mean, deal with that shit, I gotta say, why the fuck not? So we get to see from this chapter, we get to see, like, this weird little bonding thing between, like, the captain, Shinra, and Arthur, like, all of them having, like, this little realm in place and stuff like that, and they're finding out, you're like, hey, guys, you know, we've got these weapons and stuff, since, you know, you shouldn't rely too much on your powers all the time, and, you know, you kind of need this, and, like, Arthur's like, I don't need that axe, like, I've got Excalibur here, this is what I have. And they get a call out when they were seeing this, pretty much, and I'm curious to see, like, more about the story between Arthur and the Excalibur. I'm really seeing, like, how exactly he got that blade and more. Like, maybe we won't find out later on throughout the story, but even Shinri's like, okay, I'm gonna get this axe, and, like, he's saying, yeah, one thing I asked you is just conceal that shit when we go into, like, a fucking, like, situation. And we see this little girl, she's already lost her mother through, like, turning into, like, a fire demon, and then the, like, father comes back, and it's really creepy, I've gotta say, that the father's just sitting at the table looking like, just turns around to her like that and saying, okay, that's intimidating to see that. I do not want to see, like, my family member just turn into that. And then when they get to the scene, like, the 8th Brigade, like, we get to see is, like, honestly, it's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Put your weapons away. Because Shinra and Arthur are there with axe and sword in hand. And it's like, listen, yeah, we know we gotta kill. Well, basically what we're doing is killing people, regardless of what we want. It's just we may be putting them out of their misery. Maybe, like, don't know about what the mystery is, but we're just stopping them from hurting other people, regardless of what. Do you really think their loved one wants to see us coming in with a fucking axe, a sword, just to take them down? Yeah, like, we're supposed to be the good guys here. We look like we're just executioners, like we're just a cleanup squad. Like, I can understand that. It's like, let's be honest, like that little girl, she's seeing her father, and someone comes out with an axe and a sword, and, like, just all these weapons. It's like, you don't need to see that stuff like that, like, just to deal with this situation. So, yeah, I can see how that's upsetting to a family member, and it's like, yeah, I wouldn't particularly, like, let's be honest, if one of our family members were possessed by a demon, the last thing I want to see, oh, by the way, I've got a giant scythe here, don't mind me if I take the head off, like, you know, just a quick little sweep, like, around the neck, around the tip of the neck, just, it's fine, get it over and done. Made me surprisingly think about that, but at the end of the chapter we saw, like, this guy was actually manipulating flames a lot like Maki was, and everyone just kept looking at her saying, is this you doing it? And she's like, no, that ain't me, like, what the fuck are you talking about? So this obviously showing that this guy's from the 2nd generation, so the guy that we're dealing with, the one that looks like Twisted Fate, he looks like, you know, like someone that's, like, who can manipulate things, and he's doing, like, a little smiley face, so I'm kind of curious, like, what is exactly he's doing there, because he's obviously in, like, taunting, like, all the fire. So I'm wondering what exactly is his objective. Was he the one that turned this guy into a fire demon? Like, because this girl's, like, family has been targeted before. Like, her mother turned into one, and then obviously her father. So maybe this guy's been haunting for all this time. Maybe he's been just fucking with this family, like, to get, like, revenge or something like that. Who knows? Like, maybe he just does it out there, or maybe he's just like a third party that just happens to be here. So we might actually be getting an actual villain in this series. So I'm kind of curious. Like, I know we're, like, technically, like, 4 chapters in, if we're counting, you know, like, chapter 0 and, like, 1, 2, 3, and, like, that. So I'm kind of curious about this, like, where this is going to go down exactly. Yeah, now that we kind of reached the month part of that, and as you know, so far there's been a month of the series, and, like, you know, it's nothing too special so far in it. So I'm hoping by the end of the first volume worth of material, which will be probably about, I'd like to say 6 chapters long, maybe that, 7 to 10, so, like, how lengthy they're going to release in these volumes, because they're pretty lengthy, the first couple of chapters. I'm hoping that we start getting a lot more stuff interesting happening so far. It's still not too special, but I'm hoping that this guy, this Twisted Fate guy, and the Brand motherfucker might be able to actually bring something to the table, and might be able to make this a little bit more interesting. So far, I really couldn't say too much about this chapter. I thought it was interesting. Still, nothing really has beaten that quality of the chapter 1 for me. I think chapter 1 was the best, then followed by, like, you know, chapter 0, and then 2, and, you know, so on and so forth. I think this is on the same caliber as, like, last week's chapter. I think it was pretty decent, but I want to see a little bit more from it, honestly, like, so much. So I give it, like, a 6. It was a fine, but like I said, I'm still going to keep to it, because I feel like I want something with this series like I did with, like, Black Clover. Black Clover was nothing special at the start. I mean, hell, it still doesn't need to, but has those little gleaming moments to it, and I'm hoping to find that with Fire Brigade. You know, it was made by by the person that made Soul Eater. And I mean, Joker, like, I mean, that was like the last series that Black Clover did, and that wasn't too special, and I thought that was great. So I hope, you know, maybe a little gold nugget might be found in the series. I really hope that the guy can do stuff. He did Soul Eater. I mean, Soul Eater started off a little bit, he's probably the right word for it, but you know, it turned out to be a great series around about the end. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what exactly is going to be shown in the series, and hopefully we might see a little bit more development with Shinra and Arthur. This might be the perfect time for them to team up and actually do some cool shit and all that. Maybe this might get a rival for Maki. Who knows? There could be a lot like factors that could go into this one. So I'm really looking forward to seeing like what's going to happen in the next Fire Brigade of Flame chapters. So yeah, I'd give it a 6. It was a fine chapter, but nothing too much to scream about. I mean, got a bit of development with the characters, you know, with Arthur and Shinra, like Maki as well. Like there's someone like her from the 2nd generation who seems to be a bad guy, and yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. Like, who exactly is this like wannabe Twisted Fate guy and Brand? Like, I really want to see what's going to go happen to him, and or if he's going to be a big part later on in the series. So we'll have to wait and see what you can do next week. But that's all from me. So thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.